So, do you remember this? I'm out of my head. My brain, I can't control it.
My brain, I can't control it. I throw my hands on my head and try to hold it. I'm out of my mind. My brain, I can't control it. I remember all that shit, man. That sick one be killing things quicker than Jeffrey Dahmer did. I'm a cannibal lord is ready to eat up them ligaments. Well, can you spit at this against this rap devil Lexus says, hold your breath, niggas, witness the birth of the sick terrorist. They say my words are murderous. The way I write my verses and sentences, even though I'm underrated, just like cannabis. So bring your niggas just in case. You know what I'm saying? Come on, stop playing, dude.
Man, Sick, you was nice. Like, why did you stop, bro? Like, why did you just not want to do music?
I stopped because it wasn't doing nothing for me. It wasn't putting food on the table. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't feeding my family. It wasn't doing nothing like that. It got me back into the drug game. And then I ended up like I said, the feds ended up coming and they got me for some shit that happened a long time ago in the Bronx. And then I got, that shit got dropped and I came back home and I was like, that's it, dude. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not fucking around or nothing. I was like, I did the run with the music with my brother or with my cousin. And then that's when Jerry Heller, the one that started NWA, got in the picture, bring us to California. And he put the money up for my recording studio over here in Florida. And then I did that, started doing the club thing. And then I just started doing my business thing, started, getting real good work. I worked for some good companies and stuff and kept on getting knowledge. And then I just opened up my own company. And then from there, I never looked back. But the music gave me, what the music did was give me great memories. That's what it did.
Got you.
It wasn't financial for me. It never gave me any financial break. It never gave me any financial relief. It didn't give me nothing at all, financial at all. So I was like, I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it no more. And that's it. And that was the end of it.
And I understand what you're saying because, like, at some point you got to switch it up if it's not working, right? They say, like, the true definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Yeah. So if you see, like, maybe this isn't my calling, and especially if you have a family that you got to take care of, it's not just you, bro. Like, you gotta do what's best.
All it did was honestly, I just had a good time.
Right.
I just had a good time, good experiences, great friendships, bad friendships, a lot of bad shit too. I can't front. We did a lot of fucked up shit too, here in Orlando and, wherever we was on the road or whatever. But it, like I said, it was to that point where, when the rent was due, I was like, I had to call my man up so I could go get a key or something and sell the key so I could pay all the bills.
Right. And you shouldn't be trying to do something illegal just to be able to feed your dream of being a rapper.
And that's what it came to.
Right.
That's what it came to, dude. It came to that point where I had to fucking sell shit, do the drug thing at the end of every month, like in the last minute. Oh shit, I got no money and paying things like that. And then I was like, nah, bro, I can't do that. And then, the recording studio helped a lot because it started paying bills. I had a lot of people that would follow us and follow me and they want to come to the studio or whatever and work in the lab and everything. And I was probably the only one out here doing like $40, $50 an hour with an engineer. And we had the top of the line equipment, the dope shit. And people were coming and they were spending money. So I was able to pay my bills and do that. And then it just got to, I started getting caught up again with the music. And then the fucking music started dragging me down. And just a lot of drama, man. And then I was like, I gotta work. So that's when I had my first full-time job in Florida. I was working FedEx. I was doing that. I was making fucking great money. I was like, damn, this shit is really paying the bills. This shit is like really taking care. I got money and things just started changing for me, man. And then that's when I did my first own business. When I did my first business, it was successful. And I never looked back. I never looked back after that day. And everything just started going real good. And then I was always there for Cuban. Whenever he had a show, wherever he was at, he was in Miami, whatever, we'll go, make sure we support him. He was here, make sure he was here, he was safe, make sure everything was right for him. You know what I'm saying? That's always been my brother from the beginning.
So when you say that when you had the studio, the music started pulling you down, what do you mean by that?
Started just had me in the studio all the time. I was in the studio for 14, 15 hours a day. Wasn't going home. You know what I'm saying? I just had the fucking women, I had wifey at home. When my ex-wife and shit like that, my kids' moms.
It's the lifestyle that
doing
comes with it. That's the
lifestyle.
problem.
And then the lifestyle was covering the fact of your fucking rent is due in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And then when the rent is due, I'm like, damn, I had to do a lot of fucked up shit to pay the bills. And it got.
This is even when you owned the studio?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I said. When I was doing the studio, I was doing the music myself too, and I was doing my album, and I was doing all of that. I bring a crew together. Bring a crew together. It was called Blood Brothers, and it was a dope ass fucking clique. It was like 6 of us, dope ass fucking clique, fire, and we was doing that, and then it was just it wasn't really doing anything for me, man. And I was like, and I just sat down and I was like, damn, where am I going to be at in 5 years from now?
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm going to be at? If I keep doing this, where I'm going to be at. And I didn't see myself anywhere in 5 years doing what I was doing. So I was like, I got to, jump up out of this shit or whatever. And then a couple of weeks after that's when shit just started turning around. And then I'm just like one of those dudes that's like real passionate about loyalty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't know how to take disloyalty any different way, but to have to go and flip on that dude that's disloyal. I don't know how to walk away from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. He played himself, boom, boom, boom. I never did that, man. I used to always make sure that I got the last laugh and make sure I got the last hand. You know what I mean? And just a lot of disloyalty, a lot of bullshit. And then I started taking things the way that I felt that it was the right way to take care of it, which was the wrong way. And just, I didn't give a fuck. And it messed up a lot of friendships.
Can you go into that situation?
Nah, not really.
Got you. Okay. No problem.
Nah, not really. I mean, just a lot of shit happened and, things had to be done and that's it. And that's a lot of shit. You regret shit. A lot of stuff I really don't regret because if you're going to regret it, why do it?
Right.
But I knew it. It's just the way I came up, my mindset. And then I started noticing like, my mindset needs to change if I'm going to succeed. And I'm going to be around people where I can have meetings and people where they're going to trust me with their business or with us going into their house to do anything around their family and things like that. So I know that everything had to change. And that's where everything changed. Everything changed, man. My whole perspective of life completely changed. And then I didn't want to see my kids go through what I went through or had to be around the people that I came up with. I was just wanted them to be secure, not to be pussy. You feel what I'm saying?
Still stand up for yourself.
Gangster up when you need to gangster up. You know what I'm saying? But don't do it because you feel like you need to do it. If you feel like you need to do something, that means you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? It's either you do it or you don't do it. You know what I mean? So that's just the way that I came up. That's the way my perspective. I could be wrong about it. I could be right about it. I don't know. I just know that that's the way I roll. That's the way I get down. And but otherwise, that's why I don't say things about people if I'm not there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to say things about experiences that I have and the way you acted around me. I know what it is. I can say that. I'm not going to say nothing else that I can't say or depict somebody for being something that I don't know that they are. You know what I mean? People say a lot of things out of anger and out of, things that was done to them, with me, I'll be real. I don't give 2 fucks about dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of after the fact of all the shit that you were saying about me, like everything you like for what? You know what I mean? I was one of them niggas that was there that ran and shit with you and saved niggas' lives type shit and was stood up there and did all that. But to talk fucking things like that about the niggas you really came up with, niggas that was there with you, that rock with you, that really held fucking guns and come on, dude.
Made sacrifices for you.
Yeah. And I don't really dawn about that because this is years ago. You know what I'm saying? I really don't give a fuck about that. Just, you don't see me on social media talking about it. You don't see me doing none of that. I got my own Saturday Night Raw show with my collector shit and nobody, I don't ever talk about that. I'll never talk about it. I don't know, man. I just speak truth, man. That's it, man. That's it. I'm not a storyteller. I got stories, but my stories is nonfiction. You feel me? They're real.